Hi guys, it's the Christmas card booty video, yay! And we have this with an automatically opening door. Yeah, it just opens on its own. It won't stay shut, by the way. Okay, so IBM Aptiva. Okay, some little symbols at the bottom. This has Windows 95, okay, so Windows 95 logo on there, and Intel Inside Pentium. So that's what we have. We can see various connectors here, onboard VGA. It has a sound card in it of some sort, PS2 keyboard and mouse, and a little 12 volt with a picture of a speaker on it, 12 volt speaker, yeah. Maybe for connecting like an external speaker, I guess. Okay, so this is what we have. The problem with this, I know full well, is that the machine is worth more than its constituent parts. And the thing is quite heavy. This is not something I could easily ship away from the Canary Islands, which is why I've got 4 or 5 of these type of things here in one piece, because it's a shame to disassemble them, and yeah, it is what it is. And it may be collectible. Let's see, let's look at what's inside it, and then let's see if this thing actually works. Okay, well, I've got into it. So there were 2 screws at the top, or 2 bolts, and then the whole cover slides forward, yeah. And I can see a, I don't know, 500 gig is that, or 2 gig? I can see not 500 gig. I can see, I think, a 500 meg hard drive, or it's a 2.5 gig hard drive. Nice and clean there. Yeah, it's a 2.5 gig actually, so a bit larger than I expected, but I don't know the age of this machine. And that's what we have in here. And having never seen one before, I now have another sound card modem. Yes, it was a sound card and modem. Yeah, like the buzzies, I mentioned that. It takes like years for one to arrive, it seems, and then like 2 come at once, basically. Yeah. What is this thing? It's like the other one I had, so M-Wave. Yeah, and Digital, you can see on here, this is the connection to the telephone, this is the sound card, line in, mic in, line out. I seem to remember from the other one, it wasn't so much a modem, although it could be. It was like a voicemail thing. Maybe it's both. Okay, you guys, I'm sure, will know that one way or the other. And also that it wasn't really worth anything, maybe £20, yeah, so not a valuable thing. This is an interesting construction. This is, as I say, you can't put these motherboards into anything else. They're meant to go into this case, so you can see this like expansion board here with all the slots. 6 ISA, 2 PCI, 1996. Okay. Processors down under here. This is a socket 7. So, Pentium 1, yeah, sys chipset we can see there, couple of DIMMs in there, SD RAM, okay, AT power supply, so it's an AT machine, and that's what we have. I've just noticed this has the Coast module. I was looking to see if it had one of those old blue batteries that leak out, but it doesn't. It actually has a CR2032 in there. Okay, if you've ever wondered, by the way, the 20 is the diameter, 2 centimeters, 20 millimeters, and the 32 is the thickness, 3.2 millimeters. Okay, so that's what 2032 actually means. If you didn't know that, you know it now. Whether it's useful, who knows, but hey, it's knowledge, yeah. And knowledge is generally useful, okay. Sounds like a funny power lead here as well. Okay, so this is like Also a non-standard connector. I'm expecting this is another 5 volts or 12 volts or something coming up to here, probably 5 volts, just a guess. This is in remarkably clean condition, especially compared to some of the machines I've had. I paid €20, by the way, same as pretty much always. Let's then plug this in. I'm going to put the light bulb in series just to make sure this doesn't sort of go bang, yeah? And then if it doesn't, let's see if it actually boots. And we see the light bulb up there. So let's just switch this on. Oh, I think what happened is, I think the power supply actually switched on to the computer. I'm going to switch this off again. I think what's happening here is basically it comes on, goes dim, then the power supply switches on. Because I hear something click on here. So we're going to switch that off and we're going to switch this on. And it, well, started and stopped. This time it started, okay? Machine's running. So let's connect it to a monitor and let's see what happens. Okay. There's a blue light on the monitor. And hey, guys. I'm in the BIOS. I hit the button to get into the BIOS. Boot options. It's all encrypted in Spanish, of course. Let's see what else do we have. Hour and time, advanced options. I'm trying to find the default. Charge the values of the system. That one, I think. Yeah, I think that's like a default. Yeah, Fabrica is like the maid. Okay, I think we'll go with that. Okay, and then we want to exit, which is probably, yeah, escape. Salir. God, yeah, this is exit and save. Okay. Yes, save the configuration. Right. Okay. Let's see what it does. Aha! Microsoft Plus. I wonder what the Plus is. That hard drive sounds glorious. Wow. Uh-huh. It's asking for the name to identify, yeah, name of the user and password. That is actually saying contrasenia. If there's one on, I don't know it. Accept. Yeah, okay, so I can't get into the Windows just like that, but you know, it's somebody else's stuff, very old of course. But we can say this machine is working. Actually, I hit cancel just to see what would happen, because I wanted to shut it down, and it's now saying wait while it thinks about creating a base of data, basically, of information of the controller. Yeah, something. All of those controllers, or a lot of those controllers. Okay. Found the monitor. Hey, there we are. We're in. Aptiva we are. Wait for this starting of the weir of Aptiva. Okay, whatever that is. Oh, there we go, guys. Hey. Okay, so one working IBM PC with Windows 95 all in the original condition and all running, encrypted in Spanish. Yeah, that's what we have. I'll shut it down this way. Okay. Interesting. This is an AT machine and it's actually shut down. So normally if you have an AT machine with Windows 95, it can't shut down. It just says, no, please switch off your machine. Only ATX could do that, but this one actually shut down. That's interesting. Talk about that down there, boy, because that's unusual, yeah. Okay, so there's a model number on this. It says machine type 2176, model number 454, SL-A. It says manufactured by IBM, United Kingdom Limited in Greenock. Okay, so that's what it says. So given the model number, we're probably able to find something about this. Well, I see some for sale. Yeah, 2176. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same as the one I have. They have the C number. Mine doesn't seem to have that. Okay. So we see the prices. These are for sale. 120, 160, 180, untested. Okay. Another one, similar. Not tested for parts. Okay. Let's see if any of these have sold. Yeah, one sold there. That's again. Mine is probably the 2176454. Okay. We can't see exactly what they spent. It came from Spain. Maybe they paid 140, something like that for it. That has its monitor and everything. Okay. That's a desktop one. So they're sort of worth 150-ish, 120, 150, something like that in pounds. Not sure what to do with this one. I'd happily sell it actually, but postage is a bit of an issue. But if somebody wants to make me an offer, maybe we can just do something to take account of the postage, or if somebody happens to be over here and wants to sling it in a suitcase, come and see me, yeah? Okay, so that's that one. Let's have a look at another machine. Okay guys, and here's the second one. This is in remarkably clean condition actually, considering the state of some of the machines I get. I've had many cases like this. It has a bit of corrosion on the fan guard, but that's about it really. The rest of it, yeah, this looks pretty good. So for USBs, going to be a P4 I would think, yeah, with the add-on USB down there. This could be an MSI motherboard. Just a guess. We have a wireless LAN card without the antenna. We have some sort of graphics card. Okay. And that's what we have. I'm hoping this is retro. I mean, I've not opened this up. Just got it off the guy. So this was €20 again. I'm going to guess this is another P4. Let's hope it's a P4 with AGP. You guys get guessing. You have as long as it takes me to take the side off this in those comments down there. Yeah. Comments. What do you think it is? Are there any clues? And if there's some clue that you think I've missed or didn't discuss, yeah, what makes you think whatever you think? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Well. Oh. Okay, so this is AGP. Gigabyte G8VT 880p combo. Oh, well, I've never seen one from Gigabyte. Look, PCIe AGP. This is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. Let's get the motherboard out. We have a hard drive in here. So it's not an MSI as I guessed. I wonder what processor this takes. I mean, if this is P4, fair enough. There were obviously P4 775. If this If this is 775 P4, fair enough, we've seen similar ones. If this is also Core 2 support, okay, let's get this on the bench. So, Gigabyte 8VT 880p combo. Yeah, look there. Both slots, yeah. Nice. These things are always collectible. So, if it takes the P4, it might be like £50 or something like that, yeah. If it takes the Core 2, it could be considerably more than that, yeah. But we see. If it works, of course. So, capacitors. Yeah, this has the solid polymer under there, can you see them? So, those will not have a problem. They don't fail like the other type do. The wet electrolytics, if you want to call them, yeah. This looks to be in good nick, actually. Not really a problem with corrosion. It also looks like it takes, yeah, it takes two different sorts of RAM, can you see? So, the slot in a different place. We just have one in at the moment, so we'll just try it like that for now. This is the wireless LAN card. I really don't have any particular use for these because everything in my retro room, if you like, is using LAN. Yeah, cables, more reliable. The graphics card is nothing rare. I have several of these already. Handy for test use though. FX550 8 times, okay. And a hard drive that says Pepe on it, 160 gig. So again, this board takes both IDE and SATA, okay. So this is a real crossover board between two technologies. And generally speaking, that makes them desirable. I mean, these will have been the last of the AGP motherboards ever made, I would say. This one and its ilk. Okay. Let's look for any obvious problems on the 12 volt. Yeah. Well, one side's ground anyway. That side, that's climbing upwards, can you see? Okay. Yeah, that looks like ground. Ground, and this one. Well, that's interesting. I seem to see 3 grounds on this one. That reads, yeah. Let's see. That's climbing up. That's climbing up. That's ground. That's ground. I think I had the meter like not quite in the right position on here. I think that's what was causing strange things. It probably was like, you know, some other reading here, yeah. Okay. So that looks good. Another interesting thing, if it's a P4, it has the 24-way ATX here rather than the 20-way. Let's see what we have. Okay, 4-way there on the 12 volt eATX. Right. There's no onboard VGA, so all we can really expect from this is some error codes, maybe a bleep, if I attach the speaker, that is. So best do that, I think. And probably the start switch as well. Okay. Power on. Start. Oh, and it's going to boot. And says, please put a graphics card in. Okay. Let's try this then, the one that came with it. Yeah. I've attached the DVI so we can try the capture card, which is there. Okay. It stopped on, I'll show you, 2.5, so that's just where it's trying to detect the graphics card, I think. Just reset that a couple of times. Okay, try again. Now it's stopped on. Oh, and I have a picture now. Okay. So it's a Pentium 4. So this may not take Core 2 anyway. But what we can do is connect the hard drive and see if it will boot. Something's happening. Hey, Windows XP. And it's asking for a password. Doesn't seem to have found the mouse yet. Found it now. Oh, okay. No password. So this was being used in 2013. You can see 11 years ago now. Wow. Okay, and just generally some stuff on here, but nothing overly exciting, I don't think. And there we have it. Yeah, working machine, AGP and PCIe and PCI. Gigabyte. And that's the first time I've seen one of this particular model. Is it worth anything? Only one way to find out. Yeah. Well, I would say it's probably worth £40 or £50, or it's worth over 100. And that's going to be, I would say, due to CPU support. So if we look to see what this takes, if it's P4 and Celeron only, then it's going to be 40 or 50. And if it's also Core 2, I'd say it's going to be 100. Yeah, or more. Okay, so let's have a look. First, HVT88TP. And I think it probably is P4 only. CPU support. What do we have? Celeron. Oh, it doesn't take Core 2 Duo. See the red crosses there? So no, this is a P4 only again. Takes most of those. Not Pentium 4 Extreme though. Okay, so 40 or 50, that's my guess. Let's find out. Well, that's something completely different. Don't find any for sale. Any sold? Sold items, search. Different. So I don't find any for sale. Now, don't find any sold. So we can just try searching in Google, see what turns up. It's there on the retro web. So little information on this one, guys. I don't see any for sale, and I don't see just Googling any for sale coming up, you know, other than eBay, because obviously there are other selling markets. Yeah. No, really, guys, nothing. So, have I found a rarity again? Have I done it again? Because I've done this before and found something that's really rare. I mean, admittedly, these type of motherboards wouldn't have sold in huge numbers because these were made specifically for people who wanted to upgrade their motherboard and processor but had high-end AGP graphics cards and didn't want to buy a new graphics card. And that was quite a small subset of the buyers at the time, so there wouldn't be so many of these made. And I found Asus motherboards, at least one like this. I found several ASRock, and the ASRock do have the Core 2 support. So I would say it looks like it's rare, but then does that mean it's worth more than 40 or 50 pounds because it doesn't have Core 2? Or are there some people who specifically collect gigabyte motherboards and there's enough of them to give this a value due to its rarity? Because it's fair to say in any collector's market, there are two things specifically that affect the value. One is rarity and two is demand. Yeah, and when the demand outstrips the rarity, that's when we see high prices. You know what, guys? Discuss. And the FX 5500, well, we can see a few of them sold, so these are actually sold. That one fetched a lot of money compared to the other ones. Yeah, maybe because the 256 meg, I don't know which one I have. That one also looks like this particular brand people like, and mine actually looks to be very similar to one of these, logo wise. Yeah. Somebody thinks they're weird and rare. Okay, why they're weird I don't know. Seems like a fairly standard AGP card to me. Okay. I mean, that one is new. Those were new. Yeah, so maybe that's why they have a high price, and that one was open, never used. Okay, so maybe that's why they have a high price compared to the other ones. Mine is the 256 meg. Swix is the brand of this one. I suspect those again which have the high price is something to do with the actual brand. But even so, this is worth more than the €20 I paid for the whole machine, so can't lose, yeah? Okay, so that was the Christmas car booty, basically. Christmas just around the corner now. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll be doing the same thing again a little bit before New Year. And I hope to see you all on the electronics repair again then. Ciao for now, guys.